You know, some girls might be flattered and then other girls are like, hold up. Hey everyone, today I decided to do a video that kind of goes back to my YouTube roots. I'm going to be giving some of the guys that watch my videos advice on how they should be texting their crush. So with that said, let's get started with the tips and little advice and little things that I think that guys need to know about texting their crush. So first, if you don't have anything to say, don't text her. I know this can be kind of hard for you to grasp when you're like, but I like her, like I want to talk to her. But it's easy for her to get annoyed if you keep texting her and you have nothing to say. Eventually, she'll start to think, oh, we have nothing in common. We have nothing to talk about. Why am I wasting my time talking to him? So if you don't have anything to say to her, don't text her. Personally, for me, I find this like to be a huge pain. If someone just texts me like, hey, and then I'm like, hey, and they don't have really anything to say. They're just like, what's up? Or something like that. It's like, why did you text me? Is it just to like entertain you? Like, I have a life, like I have things to do. I'm not here to abuse you. Well, on YouTube I am, but when I'm texting people, I think eventually you get to a certain age where you're like, I don't want to just like text people when I have nothing to do. Like I have a life, I have things to do. It's not like I want to constantly be talking to like people all the time on my phone because I'm bored. Like that's something I feel like you do in middle school. You're like, okay, I'm bored, let me just go text my friends and like talk to them. Next, don't ask them the same boring questions. And these boring questions are things like, what are you doing? How did school/work go? Conversations like this feel kind of forced. Your crush will start to think that you're just like a boring person. I cannot tell you the amount of times that I have been texting a guy and every single conversation started with, hey, and then what are you doing? And it's like, obviously you don't know me because you if you knew me, you would know I have no life. So I'm doing nothing. So why do you keep asking me what I'm doing? Conversations like this just make me believe that the guy is like super boring and we have nothing to talk about. So I'm like, why am I talking to him? He has nothing to say to me. Like, he's not trying to get to know me. He just wants to know what I'm doing. Make the conversation interesting. Like, let's stop talking about the weather and let's start talking about something else, like your dog or something. Another tip about texting your crush is if you really want to see if your crush likes you, go a few days without texting them. This drives girls insane. I cannot tell you the amount of times I've had a friend tell me, it's been 2 days since he's texted me. Like, I don't know what's wrong. Like, is he mad at me? It's funny because when this happens, the girl starts to realize how much she actually likes the guy and how much she wants to talk to him. If you go a few days without texting her and she doesn't care, she doesn't like you. She's like, oh, finally, like I don't have to talk to that guy, or like, we're just friends, we just like talk whenever. But if she likes a guy and he goes a few days without texting her, she starts to go insane. And I've had friends that start texting me and they're acting all crazy and they're like, he said that he would send me this photo and it's been 12 hours. But like, that's how you get them. That's how you get them to be like, oh my god, I want him. Why does he suddenly not want me? Like, as soon as I want him, he doesn't want me. Trust me, guys. This, if a girl likes you, it will make her like you more because she's like, I need to talk to him. Why is he not talking to me? I've literally had a crush just go like a day without texting me and I was like, he doesn't want me anymore. Like, it's over. Like, I wanted him so much. And then, you know, the next day he like texted me and I'm like, oh, we're cool. It's fine. We're back. The day before in my head, I was like, oh my god, he doesn't want me. Now, if this girl really likes you and she's really into you, she will text you first. I promise you that if your crush has a crush on you back and you go a few days without talking to her, those few days she's gonna be thinking, do I text him? Do I say something? Should I text him first? Girls usually expect like the guy to text them first, but when they go like a few days without talking, she starts thinking, should I text him first? Like, is that too much? Like, I don't want to like scare him away. So if she really likes you, she'll just like text you first, or she'll like tag you in something, or she'll like reply to your story. She definitely likes you if she does that, because a lot of girls won't do that even if they like a guy, because they're kind of like scared and they don't want to like come on too strong and they don't want a guy to get freaked out by anything, because I don't know, guys are weird. Like, I've had a friend who her crush went on vacation and he wasn't talking to her, and she literally got her whole family and me involved, and she was asking us, do I text him first? And it was like we were all divided. Like, her mom and her cousin was like, just text him, because he promised you that you guys would FaceTime and he never FaceTimed you. And then me and her dad were like, no, you do not. Like, don't text him first. If he wants to talk to you, if he has something to say, he'll talk to you. You don't want to like bother him while he's on vacation. You don't want to like annoy him by you like, you know, talking to him, because I feel like a lot of the time if a guy wants to talk to you, he'll talk to you. And I think you guys can back me up on this. Like, I'm sure it's nice for your crush to like text you first when it's wanted, but some of the guys that almost always text first, I don't know, when a girl texts them first, they're kind of like, I kind of just wanted a break from this, and now she's like texting me, like, ugh. So basically, if you go a few days without texting her, it'll make her realize how much she wants you or doesn't want you. And if she texts you in those few days that you're trying to like give her a break, she totally wants you, like so bad, like she's desperate. If your crush sends you a long paragraph, try to say at least more than one little sentence back to her. I know it can be annoying and girls are like always saying so much and you're like, do I have to read this long paragraph? Like, I really don't want to. And like these feelings and these stories and her friends, like I really don't care. Like, I just want her. I know that guys are very like, I know, into the whole quick messages, like those like short messages and they just like go back and forth. They want more like the quick flirty text messages, so they get kind of annoyed with long paragraphs. I don't know why. Like, are you guys just lazy? Like, I'd love to know. But anyways, if she sends you a long paragraph, try to, you know, answer all her questions in that paragraph, you know, reply to like the things she talked to, unless it's like a dead end, you know, thing and you're like, okay, I really can't think of anything to say that, then don't say anything to that. But if it's like questions, you know, answer the questions. If it has like things that you can reply to, like, OMG, that was so crazy, say that. Like, she spent 20 minutes on that paragraph and you're just gonna say one sentence, like, whoa, like, I can't believe that happened to you. Like, that's it? And you totally ignored the 2 questions that she had in there for you? Like, excuse me, I'm just gonna block you right now. If it seems like you really don't care about her paragraph and like all the stuff she just said to you and, you know, all this, she'll kind of start to resent you and think that you don't want her. So in a way, it's kind of like pushing her away. And the whole going a few days without texting her can do this too, because some girls are like really clingy and they think if a guy doesn't talk to them for a few days, it's like over. You know, I think some girls have like a bunch of guys in their phone and it's like,
well, if he won't talk to me, then I guess I'll find someone else to talk to me. Like, who needs him?
Yeah, then she'll probably come crawling back when you text her in 3 days. And she's like,
okay, never mind.
Honestly, I hate being a girl. Also, I noticed that guys do this a lot. When a girl asks multiple questions, a lot of the time, a guy will just answer one of those questions. Don't do that. It's really annoying when you text him and he just like says one thing back to you. Or it's really annoying when you ask him like multiple questions and he just answers one of the questions. You're like, ugh. Excuse me, I had like 3 other questions in there. Like, where are those answers? It's almost like, what is he hiding? Like, why does he not want to answer those questions? Like, the next tip is just ask her questions. And I don't mean things like, what are you doing? How was school today? Like, no. When girls or like me or my friends were talking to a guy, we're the ones asking the questions and they're kind of just like whatever about the conversation, which is a huge turn off. It's like really annoying when guys do this. And I've had friends tell me like he's so stuck up and so into himself. He never asks me about me. Like, he only wants to answer my questions. Like, I have to force the conversations all the time and like constantly ask him things and listen to him talk about himself. It honestly comes off like you don't really care. You're not like interested in finding out stuff about her. If you like don't know like what questions to ask because you don't really know her, then ask questions so that you get to know her. Like, ask her like, what are her hobbies, you know? What do you like to do on the weekends? You know, what's your favorite TV show? Like, you could, like, if you ask her, what are you doing? She's like, watching TV. Just be like, what show are you watching? What's your favorite TV show? Like, start talking about TV shows. You know, maybe you guys both really like the show Lost or something. And you guys can have a full-on conversation about Lost. Girls just hate when they feel like they're doing all the work to keep the conversation going. And eventually she'll kind of just like give up on texting you because she's like, we don't really know each other. He's not trying to get to know me. I'm the one asking all the questions. He doesn't want to like know about me. You're basically making her uninterested in you. Don't text her good night or good morning too soon. I've mistakenly given someone my number before. After a few days, they texted me good morning. Do I know you? Like, I barely know you. That's something that I feel like you do later on, and it's kind of like relationship type thing to do, you know, to text each other good morning, good night. Probably like between talking phase and actually dating. Like somewhere between there is when you start like doing that. But if you like do it a week into texting this girl, you know, some girls might be flattered and then other girls are like, hold up. Like if she's not interested in you yet and you text her like good morning or well good night, it's like if you don't want to talk to her anymore, you know, you could just like text her good night. But if it's like you guys haven't talked all day and you suddenly like text her good night, she's like, what? Like, okay. So basically if you've been texting her for like a week, it's too soon to be texting her like she's your girlfriend. I've noticed that it usually takes girls a little bit longer to start liking someone than it does for guys. I feel like guys, it's more like, you know, immediate, like just clicks, you know. But for girls, I feel like girls are more, they kind of have more to lose. They're kind of more like, I don't know, protective of themselves. So it usually does take longer for a girl to like decide, okay, I like this guy. She might like think like, oh, he's cute, but then if you come on too strong, she's like, wait, what? Like, what's going on? Like, I'm not even sure, like, I like you. So doing anything too soon, like texting her good morning, good night, when, you know, you guys aren't at that phase yet, can make her uncomfortable and make her kind of like freak out and think like, wait, I don't like him, why is he doing this? You know, then it's kind of like pushing her away. Because if you do things when she doesn't like you yet for someone that already likes you, then it's kind of like, oh gosh, like he likes me and I don't like him. Like now I gotta get rid of him, or now I gotta put him in an obvious friend zone. And you kind of like ruin your chances like that because you didn't give her like more of an opportunity to start developing feelings, because now she's like on guard and she's like, he likes me, I don't like him. I need to stop answering his texts, or I need to put him in the friend zone. So basically, if it's too soon, she doesn't want you to be texting her like you guys are already, you know, in a relationship and interested in each other, because she might not be interested yet, or she might be like confused about her feelings still. I don't know why, but you know, some girls are just really annoying. I was like really interested in this guy. I probably had a crush on him for like a few years, and then we started talking, and then he acted super into me, and I was kind of like, wait, what? Like most people, like most normal people would be like, yes, like he likes me, I got him, finally. But for me, I'm like, why does he like me so much? Like I don't understand, like what's going on? It's like he's coming on too strong, like I don't even know if I like him yet. And then, you know, girls start freaking out. Like my friend did this though too. Her crush of a few years finally like was messaging her, and she's like, why is he like so interested in me and like all this stuff? And then he asked her out on a date and she's like, it's too soon, like why did he do this? I'm like, girl, you've been talking to him for like on and off for half a year, like what do you mean it's too soon? So I don't know, girls are just so weird. Like I'm sorry you guys have to deal with us. Like I wouldn't want to. Honestly, if I was a guy, I would still be into guys because girls are crazy. So I hope you guys enjoyed this little quick chat. Actually, I don't know if it's quick. It might have been a while. What time is it? Yeah, it might have been a quick chat. So I hope you guys enjoyed this advice. Also, you guys usually in my video, how to tell if a shy girl likes you and all those other videos, I noticed that a lot of guys reply and they want like advice, like does my crush like me? This happened, what should I do, blah blah. And I almost always answer the comments and I love to like reply to you guys. But I'm thinking on this video, if you guys need any advice on like your crush or, you know, relationships or dating, or does this girl like me, leave the comment on this video. Leave a whole full paragraph if you want about like your whole story, and tell me like why you think she likes you and why you think she might not like you. And I will try to answer those in a video a month after I post this video. Send a bunch of comments in with like advice that you need, and I will answer it in a video, because that way I can give you more one-on-one advice, be more descriptive and stuff than I would be, you know, replying to your comment. Because sometimes people will send me like full stories and I'm like, yeah, I don't think she likes you. and that would be it for my comment. But if you want me to like explain and go further, then I think this video would be really helpful for you guys. So yeah, leave your comments with the advice you need and I will answer it in a video in like a month or so. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video and I will see you soon. Bye!